After the Exodus, God brought Israel to Mount Sinai and offered to make a covenant with them. In Exodus 19, verse 5, God said, "Now therefore, if you will indeed obey my voice and keep my covenant, you shall be my treasured possession among all peoples. For all the earth is mine, and you shall be to me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. These are the words that you shall speak to the people of Israel." God wanted Israel to be a light to the world, but they failed. 15 centuries later, Peter told Christians that God had called them out of the world to make his covenant with them. 1 Peter 2, verse 9, "But you are a chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's special possession, that you may declare the praises of him who called you out of darkness into his marvelous light." God wants the church to obey his voice, keep his covenant, and be a light to the world. So Peter urged Christians to take their calling seriously and behave accordingly. In 1 Peter 1, verse 14, he wrote, "As obedient children, do not be conformed to the passions of your former ignorance, but as he who called you is holy, you also be holy in all your conduct. Since it is written, 'You shall be holy, for I am holy.'" Peter quoted from the Torah and applied this commandment to the church. He didn't believe that the Mosaic law had been abolished or didn't apply to Christians. So let's see what God says in the law of Moses about being holy. Leviticus 19, verse 1, "And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to all the congregation of the people of Israel, and say to them, You shall be holy, for I, the Lord your God, am holy. Every one of you shall revere his mother and his father, and you shall keep my Sabbaths. I am the Lord your God. Do not turn to idols, or make for yourselves any gods of cast metal. I am the Lord your God." God expects the church to obey the same commandments he gave to Israel. He expects his people to honor their parents, keep his Sabbaths, and avoid any form of idolatry. So why do people ignore God's Sabbaths and worship images of Jesus or Mary on Sunday, a day which God never sanctified? Why do they disobey God's voice, break his covenant, and think they are saved? Leviticus 11, verse 44, "For I am the Lord your God. Consecrate yourselves, therefore, and be holy, for I am holy. You shall not defile yourselves with any swarming thing that crawls on the ground. For I am the Lord who brought you up out of the land of Egypt to be your God. You shall, therefore, be holy, for I am holy." Verse 46, "This is the law about beast and bird and every living creature that moves through the waters and every creature that swarms on the ground, to make a distinction between the unclean and the clean, and between the living creature that may be eaten and the living creature that may not be eaten." God commanded Israel not to defile themselves by touching or eating the dead bodies of unclean animals, because he considers this to be detestable. So Peter's exhortation to be holy includes observing the dietary laws of Leviticus 11 and Deuteronomy 14. Many people think that Peter abolished the dietary laws based on a misinterpretation of Acts 10. But God told Peter not to call Gentiles common or unclean. He still considered unclean animals to be inedible, and so did Peter. So why do people defile themselves with things that God finds detestable? Why do they wallow in uncleanness and still expect God to hear their prayers? This brief study is further evidence that the Torah is God's basic definition of right and wrong for all humanity. Jesus expected his disciples to teach and keep the Mosaic law, and the apostles affirmed the authority of the Torah throughout the New Testament. So the law of Moses is still relevant as a guide for proper Christian behavior.